Have you ever felt unstoppable? I mean, or felt like everything just seems to be going so great, and every aspect of your life, spirituality, your health, physically, you're doing well. Family life is just can't get any better. I was on top of the world. Work, we were as busy as we'd ever been. I mean, I'd grown my company from one person, myself, to 52 employees, and we were busy. We were just hammered so much that I would work, 15, 16-hour days. Which in my mind was great. Everything was going, couldn't have gone better. And building the dream of the Elk Ranch, Shondell and I had talked serious about that during the first couple years of our marriage, and we were building this dream out here that we had loved so much. And I don't know if any of you have ever felt like that before, or if you have felt like that before, but when things seem to be going so well, you know what happens next. The challenge comes. So when I arrived at the hospital, I remember all that. I was life flighted to the hospital. I remember them talking to me in the helicopter. I remember the nurses that were there to receive me as I got there, and they got me in quick, and they asked me to count backwards from 8, and I went right to sleep. And I woke up a couple weeks later, and my father was there when I woke up. My father was there intentionally. He had asked my wife permission to be there. And when I woke up, my father is the one that wanted to give the news to me. My dad had the courage to do it because my dad knows my greatest weakness, and that's pride. And he knows that when I get news like this, being as active as I was before, I would probably want to die and turn away from my family. And my dad simply just gave me the news. And that was that they weren't able to reattach the spinal cord, and I would have no function of my legs, my midsection, my stomach, 2 out of my 3 chest muscles. I lost my fingers and my hands, and I lost most of the strength and use of my arms. And then my dad said, "Now, what if you could be a better husband and a better father and a better contributor to society with no hands and no legs than you were before?"
There are times when you might feel aimless and can't see the places where you belong, but you will find that there is a purpose. It's been there within you all along, and when you're near it, you can almost hear it. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece in their own melodies, and each one of us, oh, it's glorious. and you will know how to let it ring out as you discover who you are. Others around you will start to wake up to the sounds that are in their hearts. It's so amazing what we're all creating. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies in each one of us. Oh, it's glorious. And as you feel the notes build, you will see. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies in each one of us. Oh, it's glorious.
So I was asked once if I could go back and change what happened to me the night of my accident. And the answer is simple, but my answer is this. I would never change what happened to me that night. Some people might think I'm crazy, and I'm all right with that. I think you would echo with me when I say that I thank God that you and I go through the challenges and the paralyses of life. Because through those challenges and through that pain, the most amazing thing happens. You and I discover our potential. Why do I do what I do, and to the extent that I do it? I want people that hear me speak to walk out of that room, or to wheel out of that room, or to limp out of that room, and realize that they can be better at their job, better spouses, better grandparents. I find fulfillment in that, and I feel like I can't share it enough. I can't get the message out there fast enough.